Now, which one of you was it? No need to be shy. I've just got to take down a record of your name and face. Come on, step forward. Aha! I thought I recognized you. I ill like that looking. Most of your kind have eyes blank as a cadaver's. Mayhap 'tis only natural, seeing as how you rise from the dead. There's aught different about you. Worry not, vessel. Come along, you
Learn your place, pawn.
Living's hard, but dreams are free, I say.
What about this place makes me nervous?
What do you think you're up to, layabout? Get a move!
Do your injuries pain you? This is no place for one of your ilk. You ought not anger the overseer.
Time for you to get to...
You are prepared to work.
Soon as my shift's done,
The vicinity.
A job well done. What is this commotion? Perhaps we ought to investigate. Observe the foes carefully and attack as the situation demands. Shields offer welcome protection from attacks. Boulders, barrels, and the like can make effective weapons when cleverly planted. When delivering targeted strikes, I would recommend pinning to it. Come this way. Let us flee.
You must, John. That is the only path.
Was it you then? The one who was right? It is a wonder you survived. Where exactly is this jail you say you escaped from, anyway? I've never heard of such a place. Certainly not like that here in Vermont. Could it be you were held in the neighbor? Where are you going? Fie! Goblins! Let's take up your weapons, son. You'll be needing it. Where do you think you're going? You can't just run off now. You find your strength. When one of the fiends comes, best guard or dodge, else you'll be sore on the morrow. Make use of the slope. It will give you an advantage against their ranks. Employ guarded attacks to get the enemy to flinch. Where are you going? I'll not force you to receive treatment, but I'd at least like a word. There are often items to be scavenged from the bodies of monsters. If you're not squeamish about picking at their bones,
Pawns are oft called no. I am no exception. 'Tis my privilege to accompany.
well, I'll bet you truly are the... Surely there's only... The Watchhead would know what to do. I suppose we'll save any further questions. What? Mayhap you could make... The Arisen is said to...
Hail, Arisen. Pray, ask all very well. May for...
Point my pa always used to... being armed, you should stop by the inn in... Elf if you get the chance.
We must rest, though the sun is still up. A splendid accomplishment. You have honed your talents to new heights. One can but strive to improve.
Fancy a gander? I find goods for sale. Fancy a gander? I find goods for sale. Much obliged.
A treasure chest. Shall we?
Hail, we've had to start.
Is that so?
Lachlan.
Aye.
Ocado.
What?
This is the first army. Say, you seem. I suppose 'twas a bit much to expect a strange.
Like it or not, I must go where duty calls me.
Aye. Feeling more.
I'm relieved to hear it.
Let us make haste, that no life may be lost on our account. Goblins, master! One might confidently call that a resounding victory. A fine place to harvest some ingredients. This is generally used as a material. I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
Yeah, I've only just enlisted. You saved me this. Well, I'd best be heading.
Making our report ought to be our next priority.
Like it or not, I must.
Hail, friend.
Aye, that it was.
'Twas a bit too early. We'll be extending his.
Speaking of train...
We have succeeded in defending our charge. A sign of good things to come, maybe?
Fancy a gander? I've fine goods for sale. Much obliged.
done. So, this is Melv. The scars left by the dragon's assault are plain.
Well met. Hope to see you again.
Hast thou forgotten?
Thank goodness. This is the second time I've watched over you like this, isn't it? You do not remember? You withstood the... I had thought your life forfeit. I could not hear the beating of your heart. But you hung on, and by some miracle arisen. Does it have aught to do? They said 'twas so that you...
I am of the Border Watch.
Ah, the ruler of Vermont. If you claim the same, I dispatched a missive. Would you be willing to... Oh, but forgive... I would not... Come to think of... Mayhap now would be a good...
Someone must have the...
Oh, no. I'm an apothecary, so when I have... Well, it will be a shame to return empty-handed. What? Suppose there's no... Seems my luck's not as...
We could make the fruit robberant ourselves, or simply purchase some at Rune's apothecary here in Melve.
Ah, well met. Here for some fruit robberant, are we? Do come again.
You ought not tarry, but deliver what we have retrieved post-haste.
Hello again, sir. Say, have you brought some fruit robberant for me? I haven't much to offer in return, but...
'Twas a pleasure to recount such good tidings.
Well, Matt, she told me all about it. I'm in your debt. Now, tell me. Perhaps you already... Well, now, go on. Twill... If there is aught you wish to know of vacations, mayhap I can advise you. Very well. There is no... But I shan't take up...
Here at the inn, I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough of that. Me? Did you need something? Do come again. Here at the inn, I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough of... At me? Did you need something? Do come again.
So this is where you've been. We may benefit from pursuing the information.
always sets me to think.
Ah, you've returned. First and foremost, my thanks. Are you ready to depart, or good? Then let us be...
We've got problems!
I'll carefully conserve my strength and endeavor to survive every battle by...
The Arisen is the lawful ruler of Vermund. So it has always been. To claim the title is to claim the throne. Yet, not all claims are true. Our kingdom sees many pretenders, but they are not dealt with lightly. There's still
The Arisen has been put to sleep. Quickly, Arisen, you must regain your footing. I will finish this, here and now. Is there nothing we can do about this obstacle? Look there. I espy another statue. I suppose there can be no harm in bringing this along. You're like to grow overburdened if you keep picking up every little trinket you find.
Hold here a moment.
Who's that you've brought with you?
An Arisen.
An Arisen?
'Tis uncertain.
What?
I'm well aware of how... If the claim is false, we will be rewarded handsomely for our trouble. If the claim is true... All's been arranged. Come.
Got to focus. My head will roll if aught goes awry.
An ox cart was meant to meet us, yet 'tis nowhere in sight. Aught may have befallen it. Best we press on.
I fear I must stray from the thread of our conversation to tell you. We've traveled for some time without a mage in our party.
Is everyone all right? More marks of the...
Goblins, Master! Dare I say, I did my best to match your skill, Master. Let me get that.
I dare say the cart shan't be...
Now, what might that be?
What's this? We're trapped. Fie! A Cyclops! To think we'd encounter one here of all places.
A Cyclops. Pray, be on your guard. Mayhap the force of this torrent will be employed for our own ends. My aim is true. Naught save our best will do. Arisen, are you all right? Continue our onslaught, and the behemoth will soon topple. We find ourselves in disadvantage. only made for the capital. To inform the people of Vermont, Risen is
You have my gratitude. I had taken it. The value you should give it to one of the... You're free to make... Of course, if you'd rather...
You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master. Knowing when to use curatives is my specialty.
Ah, here's the cart now. Very well. Board the ox cart.
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
Goblins! What rotten luck! We've need of your aid again, sir.
If our destination is a distant one, travel by ox cart might be worth considering.
We've got goblins!
Seems we drove them. Vernworth isn't far from here. All right, into the ox.
I was informed of your coming, would-be Arisen.
Captain Brandt, this... Though I admit I had my doubts at first, it would seem this is no mere deceiver.
This one's not a bad sort. Saved our hides on the way here.
As decreed by the great will of our world, there can only be one Arisen. That Arisen now resides within the palace. Indeed, he is our sovereign and the rightful ruler of Vermont. It follows, therefore, that this rough... You must submit to questioning. If you value your life, you will not attempt to flee. I shall conduct the interrogation myself. Stand watch outside. I beg your forgiveness for my insolence, Your Majesty. If the Queen Regent had learned of your existence, I fear your life would have been in peril. I had no choice but to treat you as a pretender, lest my actions draw suspicion from watchful eyes. Then you have truly lost your memory? You. Some days pass, the people rejoice, yet not... You're right. The assassination thus. Disa chose following that. However, I shall devise some plans to... This one's cleared of all suspicion, and has my permission to remain in the capital. You are to trouble the good sir no further. Are we clear?
Consign it! Get back here! You there! Did you see an urchin in a cap run past just now? Can you tell me which way he went? Many thanks. I'll catch that wretch yet.
You're a kind one, aren't you? In fact, there's aught... Aha! Oh, apologies, but our chat will have to wait.
Not a care in the world. Just as it should be.
Oh dear. What am I to do?
They'll wish
This really is fine craftsmanship. This part's a bit different.
Oh, what does this say?
I've all manner of arms for sale. Come. Have yourself a look.
Apologies, sir. Goods aren't flowing as freely as they used. Strangely enough, so far, no one's done a thing about it. I hesitate to ask, but what of you, sir?
I've all manner of arms for sale. Come, have yourself a look. Welcome to pure and quality is what you need if you want to survive. So if we... check the price, just remember... Remember? Misers die early deaths. Many thanks. I appreciate the business.
I should like to test the efficacy of our new equipment, without delay.
Would that I was kept half as busy as I once was.
Your Majesty, tis not a matter for prying ears. As I informed you, when should Disa denounce, yet if we are to prove your identity, I believe it was delayed so that the Sovereign, that is, the false Arisen, could convalesce in the palace. But the date has now been set. The central players in the court ought all be in attendance. It would be a fine opportunity to display your Majesty's power. None would be able to deny that you are the true Arisen then. Only select members of the nobility and citizens who have contributed greatly to Vermont's continued prosperity will be... If your Majesty is to be counted among them, you will need to attend to a number of tasks. Pray, allow me to summarize them for you. The citizenry have called upon... What say you? I thank you. The first is Trevomont, next is Half Village. Finally, there is much we ought to tend to. You will need to infiltrate. I have attempted to do the same through my own channels for now, though I have yet to uncover so much as a whisper of her plots. Would that I could undertake the task myself. What say you, Your Majesty? I shall ensure that the door to the Queen Regent's office is open between midnight and dawn. Pray use... There is much we ought to tend to. If we are to strengthen... Of all those who serve the Queen Regent, there is but one who I have no doubt will lend his support to your... I refer to Waldar. Many a time as Disa demanded Waldar amend the code of Vermont to her own, and many a time as the magistrate refused her, for he is loyal to none but the spirit of the law. As a result, he now sits in a cell beneath the palace. Our laws dictate that, Your Majesty. Thus, as the staunchest supporter of the law known to the palace, I'm quite confident that Waldar will be willing to vouch for Your Majesty. What say you? I've prepared a means for you to enter the palace dungeons. This mission demands the utmost. Should you be discovered, I will be unable to lend aught in the way of aid.
What delights might there be to find in town today?
It's not as awful as it takes a steep.
Suppose I best run along.
I've just recalled a little tidbit I heard from the locals.
This cannot be. Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated...
A good sleep will ensure we are Now we've the vim to tackle the day ahead.
Lots to be taken care of before the day's done.
I'd gladly stay here forever. Gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by...
Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favor.
Well done, Master.
Master, a heavy pack will only slow you down. You ought to take stock of your belongings. An ox cart ought to make our journey easier. Methinks this can only be destroyed from the other side.
This ox cart's bound for... I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
An unsavory development.
Fine.
I refuse to accept this.
Hey!
Bear in mind that the brute will seek out women with unwavering persistence.
You've caught the ogre's attention, Master. Try to keep it occupied. I shan't squander this opportunity. One of us has been drenched.
Chances of victory are slim. The prudent choice would be to beat a hasty retreat. Hold fast, Arisen. I shan't let you fall.
best this behemoth. We must do whatever we can to knock it off balance. I expected victory to be swift against such a foe. Where did we go wrong?
Witness my ire.
I'll not stand for this. Some battles simply can't be won.
An unsavory development.
Your pawn is nowhere to be seen. Unless that changes, I'm afraid I cannot travel with you, Arisen.
I'll carefully conserve my strength and endeavor to survive every battle by way of sound strategy and defensive tactics. Shall we discuss tactics now or later? It would be most efficient to make for our nearest destination first. The soldiers delivering freight were last espied near Vermin's eastern edge. That's not far from here.
You have our gratitude. Lead the way.
A different path would serve us better now. I'll lead the way. Which path ought we to follow? This calls for due consideration. On to the nearest location. The soldiers delivering freight were last espied near Vermin's eastern edge. That's not far from here.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
'Tis a glad thing we rested.
We must not let down our guard. You see, drenched. Dry off as soon as you can. I am saved. Thank you, Arisen.
You're like to grow overburdened if you keep picking up every little trinket you find. Pray, follow me. No one can defend themselves when grappled like this.
Get back here.
Not an enemy to be taken lightly. We must strike boldly and with presence of mind.
By your leave.
I will be your shield.
Come, I'll lead the way. Furthermore, now that I think on it, none in our party are healers.
'Tis worth considering. A mage with knowledge of the curative arts could be our barrier twixt life and death. One might confidently call that a resounding victory.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle. Over here, if you please.
Now, what might that be?
We ought to take a closer look.
I espy a hobgoblin!
Protect the shipment! Steel yourself! Cut the fiends down! Don't let them touch the shipment!
How did this happen? We must get rid of the cargo.
They're a tenacious lot.
Our task is complete.
I thank you for coming, and what luck! We've come. These roads have grown ever more. There's even been tell.
Over here, if you would. Yon path leads not to our destination. If you would prefer to explore, I shall guide you another time.
There will be other opportunities to lead. For now, let us follow.
So tired. I've barely the vim to tie my boots.
I was not prepared for this.
'Tis a remarkable treasure we've found.
A fitting reward for a rigorous search.